Yes, Leeds fans, Chris Twyman here from the one and only DRUBBING TV, bringing you another episode of Leeds Talk. I'm quite happy today because I've got my setup all set up. That's why the camera's back. I've got my microphone there and I've got my studio light over there. I've got an assistant that's shining on me. No, I haven't really. And I've got the city over there just in front of me. And this is Banter in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, KL. Just literally a couple of minutes up the road, we have the bars and the clubs, and we be in the club. So it's actually a public holiday tomorrow, so I'll be in the bars tonight with a pint in thy hand, and hopefully we'll have a good time because it is the one and only ladies' night. It's Thursday, and not often do you get to enjoy a ladies' night because it's always on a work night, isn't it, lads?
World famous Vital Squad is full effect. This is how we get it in each and every time, baby. Reggaeton style. All my people, let's go!
So anyway, let's get straight down to business. Leeds have picked up 6 points in the last 3 games, in the last couple of weeks. Once against Borough, so we gave Borough a little drubbing. Wolves then gave us a little drubbing, and then Barnsley, we gave them a little drubbing. So overall, 6 from 9, can't complain about that. And what I would say is that Barnsley, we played them away, and I think we've only won there twice in the last 10 or 11 games, or times we visited there. So well done, and we actually tore them apart. And you know, Wolves, that game, I think, you know, they're the best team in the league at the moment. Even though I don't really agree with that, as I said in the last video, because I think Wolves, yes, they're the best team in the league, they're top of the league, but Leeds were top of the league for the first, like, how many games of the season. We were smashing it, so there's no excuse. We should be doing better against teams like that, but look, at the moment we were on a bad run, so it's good that we got a couple of wins under our belt. And actually, Barnsley and Borough, they're around us. They're difficult teams to beat, and we've actually managed to do that. It's good because Borough actually lost their last game, so it's like we win one, they lose one, we lose one, they win one. It's like that at the moment, so we're sort of neck and neck. Hopefully we can overtake them, because if we overtake them, we're into the top 6. And we've got a great opportunity tomorrow, because obviously we're playing Aston Villa, and Aston Villa are above us. I think they're in 4th or 5th at the moment. They're about 8 points above us. And, you know, they're on a good run. You know, they've got a good manager this year. You know, Bruce he's obviously experienced. They brought in a lot of good players because they were a shit for the last 2 seasons. And they've obviously started climbing the table after a pretty poor start this year. The good thing is John Terry has been injured, obviously, earlier this month. So we don't have to deal with that wife cheater. Last season, we beat them 2-0 at our place, and we drew 1-1 with them at their place. So they've only managed to pick up 1 point from us in however long, you know, since we've been in the same league together. So we've got a good chance to take it to them. And after the performances of Alioski and Samu Says, I think we've got a great chance, because those 2 lads were absolutely on fire against Barnsley. And if you saw the link-up play between them and the goals that they created, it was amazing. Samu Says is a quality player. You know, there's no doubt he's the best player we've got at the moment. I think Alioski he's got the ability to be like that, and he has been showing it the last couple of games. He's been absolutely brilliant. But he's been up and down the season. Hopefully he can continue on, because those 2 are going to fire us to glory, I believe, in this season. If they get injured, that's the worry. Okay, that's the little bit worry I've got, that they might get injured. If they do get injured, we will be fucked. Quite honestly. So we need those 2 to stay fit, healthy, and firing on all cylinders. And then it's funny actually, because it feels like it's like early on in the season, but it actually is nearly halfway through. We're actually almost halfway through. The Villa game tomorrow will actually be the 20th game of the season. Can you believe how fast it's gone already? And we're in a good position, right? I mean, okay, it's not as good as it could have been. We were in the top 6, you know, first for a while. We're in 8th at the moment. We're in 8th position, and we've got everything to play for. We've got, you know, 26 games left, or whatever it is. Let's fucking smash it. We've got another January, we've got the January transfer window coming up. Although Victor Orta has turned around and said that January is a bad market, and he doesn't believe in it. And he bought all these players in the summer, so he didn't have to do anything in January. But I think it's evident now that we're going to need some players in January, if possible. I mean, obviously, sometimes they're just not available. So if we don't sign anyone, it's not because you know, we haven't done, you know, we're being lazy or something. The truth is, it probably just isn't anyone available. But what is clear is that we probably need a goalkeeper. Okay, so look, Felix Wilward was great against Barnsley. A fan even gave the lad his hat. Okay, so it was a great gesture from this guy. I'm not sure who he is, but well done, because that hat could have been one of the reasons why we won that game. So well done to you, whoever you are. Wilward done well, and he was obviously very appreciative of the hat. Fair enough. But he's been a bit up and down the season. He had moments of magnificence, and he's had moments of shitness. So, can we trust him? He's obviously 27 or something. He's on a long-term contract. I think he finished in 2020. So there's plenty of time for him to come into his own. But I feel, you know, we haven't really got a solid goalkeeper in place at the moment. Old Christensen dropped him for Lonergan, Andy Lonergan. Lonergan was great for us back in the day, but he's a bit older now. He's 34, whatever. He's definitely not someone that I would think is the future of a Leeds United goalkeeper. He's a backup at best, all right? But he's good when he's there, and, you know, if he's out of his depth, it shows. And I think that's why he was dropped again. Wilward comes in, okay? If Wilward gets dropped again, it's going to look like Thomas Christensen doesn't trust either of these two goalkeepers, and that's not a good position to be, really, as a manager, and it's not a good feeling as a player to be dropped twice or whatever. So I think we're going to be in a bit of a struggle. I don't know if we can really bring, you know, is it realistic to be able to bring a goalkeeper in January to replace one of these two? I just don't think so. We're probably going to have to stick with one of these two. And we can't keep changing and chopping and changing, can we? You know, goalkeepers, they need to have that solidarity. They need to stay in goal for long periods of time. So I do feel that Wilward is obviously the main guy going forward, and he just needed to be dropped for a while to show that, you know, he's not indispensable. But let's see what happens with that. It'd be interesting to see how that plays out. I wish we still had Rob Green, to be honest. I don't know why did we sell Rob Green? Honestly, Rob Green was a bit of a legend, really, you know, for us. He was a good player, and, you know, we could have really done with his help at the moment. But Wilward's come in. He'd done well last game. Let's hope he can continue doing that. We're going to need a left winger as well. We definitely need a left winger. Right now we've got Hernandez, you know, floating in and out, but he's not naturally out there, and he's older, he's not as quick and pacey as he is, but he's very skillful though, and he's good at playmaking. But is he a left winger? Don't think so. We need someone that can fit into the left wing, but the problem is, left wingers are quite rare because obviously coming off your left foot, there's not so many out there that can do it, and they're always more expensive. All right, so left wingers probably aren't going to be available in January. So I wouldn't get your hopes up about a left winger, but it would be really nice if we did have one. Striker. Really feel like we could use a striker right now. We dropped Woody, obviously. We lost Wood, we sold him, and he was our main guy. We've replaced him with a couple of guys that are alright, or that, you know, they're not really proven at this level. We've got Lasoga, who's not, you know, played in the Championship before, and he's a bit of a prima donna. We're not really sure if he's playing well or not. He's a bit injured at the moment. He should be the main guy, and I hope he does pick up. But we could really use someone else sitting as a centre forward that's of his quality, so he has a bit of competition up there. So Ekaban played really well the other day, no doubt. Missed the glorious chance here. We can make do with what we've got. I think, you know, Thomas Christensen is prepared to play with what we have, but I do feel, you know, one of those positions we could use someone coming in, and if we did get someone really good, that would really strengthen our claim for the top 6. And how can I forget the fan comment of the week? So before the last episode I released, I hadn't uploaded in a couple of months because of all the travelling I was doing. And YouTube didn't expose my videos so much because of that. So it was a bit annoying, but I still got a lot of likes and comments from you guys, which is great. I like to see the opinions at the end of the videos and all that. It means a lot. So I do read all of them, by the way, and even though I don't respond to them all the time. But the guy I would like to give a shout out this week to is Richard Hambleton. He commented and said, you know, welcome back. You know, you're on point as usual, and that means a lot, mate. Thanks for that. And you know, we're friends on Facebook, and we speak quite a lot on there about football, girls, and life and stuff, which is always great. So look. Thanks for all the comments, guys. Keep them coming and give me all your opinions about Aston Villa. Are we going to beat them tomorrow? We need the win. You know, it's a 6-pointer, this one. We have to win it. If we don't win it, we're going to be well below the playoffs, I feel. We're going to lose some ground this week if we don't win it. And if we do win it, I feel we're probably going to be maybe 1 point away from the top 6, which is good. Hopefully we'll be in there somehow, but I feel we'll just be in 7th probably. But we need to leapfrog Borough at the very least. So let's make sure we do that. Let's all march on together. Thank you very much for watching. Do share this video with all the Leeds United fans you know. It does mean a lot. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.